All right. Let's do our story. Earlier in the week, we voted and we did Moustache, which I guess I didn't realize this, but apparently Miss Chris really likes that story. And she has the Christmas version, like Christmas part of Moustache. Do you have that put away, or is it something that
I could get it.
I don't need it right now, but I'm wondering maybe we need to read that next week.
It's in a bag. It would be easy for me to get it.
I know it's a Christmas book,
but it would be fun.
But we should read it because we'll have to see what happens to him at Christmas. Do you think that would be fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Okay, for now we're gonna read Maggie and Milo.
Maggie and Milo. Milo.
Okay, we need our voices off. Because remember, we talked about this before we started our video. You guys need to be nice and quiet so we can get through our book and get outside, or we will run out of time. Okay? This is Maggie. Maggie is an excellent adventurer, a pretty good songwriter, and a bit of a scientist, and Milo's very best friend. This is Milo. Milo is a dog. Austin, go wash hands. And this is the awesome package Maggie's grandma sent. It had all the necessities for a frog hunt, boots, and knowledge. Country dogs like Milo don't wear boots. That night, Maggie told Milo, "We need to get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow, we hunt frogs." The next morning, Maggie pulled on her new blue boots, which were perfect for this kind of adventure, and her favorite dress, which was just plain perfect. And she was off. Well, almost. Maggie ran back to the bathroom to brush her teeth, which she had completely forgotten to do. At breakfast, Maggie handed a note to her brother that said, "Please keep the chit-chat to a minimum. I'm in a hurry." Her brother rolled his eyes, which is apparently how 12-year-olds communicate. Maggie focused. Eating quickly requires serious concentration. Breakfast took exactly 11 3/4 bites. So she ate her breakfast in almost 12 bites. She's trying to be fast, right?
Yeah.
Then she was off. For real this time. "I am a frog hunter," shouted Maggie. Stopping at the edge of the world, she called, "Milo!" "I am a frog hunter, and he is Milo." Together, Maggie and Milo ran down the hill, past the chicken coop, through the valley of ferns, and all the way to the pond where Maggie tested the waterproofness of her new blue boots. How did she test them?
Being in the water.
She went in the water with them, right? See if they'd work. After sufficient stomping, she announced, "Milo, my feet are perfectly dry. That's important." Grandma always says wet feet make for a very long day, which is true. Wet feet do make for a long day. Think back to when you had wet feet in school. Didn't you have wet feet one time because your socks got a little wet when we were walking through the grass or something?
Yeah.
It's not fun to have wet feet when you're in school and you can't get dry socks.
Yeah.
So she's got her boots. Maggie stood in the water. She waited for a frog. Maggie waited 1,000,000 minutes. Nothing happened. This was boring. song. She sang about frogs and wading and blue boots. Milo wandered off. Is her plan working for hunting frogs?
No.
Not really. So far, this was not working out as planned. Milo called Maggie. He wasn't there. Milo! Maggie tried very hard not to think about losing Milo or being alone. In fact, in front of her, the cattails moved. Milo, is that you? She asked, trying to sound brave. Slowly, Maggie pulled apart the cattails. And there, in the muck, was Milo and a frog. Milo had found a frog. Maggie reached down and caught that frog. Hi, I'm Maggie, and this is Milo. You will be called Alexander. Welcome to our pond. Gently, Maggie placed Alexander back into the water. She had to be very careful. Frogs are terribly squirmy. Milo, you are so smart, squealed Maggie. This is a true statement. Border Collies are very smart dogs.
Yeah, like my dog was a border collie.
Mm-hmm.
My old dog is already gone.
They are smart. Milo barked, wagged his tail, and ran to another spot. Maggie followed close, and there in the muck was another frog. Maggie named the second frog Benjamin, and the third one Cooper, and the fourth one Daniel. Do you see a pattern?
Yeah.
Alexander starts with what letter? A. Benjamin starts with
B.
Cooper starts with
C.
C, and Daniel starts with
D.
D. She's naming the frogs in alphabetic order. After meeting Oliver, so they got all the way to O, Maggie realized all the frogs they had found were boys. That was absurd. The world does not need any more boys, Maggie proclaimed, because she's a girl. She wants friends that are girls too, doesn't she? She frowned Princess Penelope under a lily pad. Holding her newest catch, Maggie said, Milo, there's no way I can think of a girl's name that begins with the letter Q. Do we know a girl's name that starts with the letter Q?
Quinn.
Quinn. We have our virtual friend Quinn. So Maggie and Milo rested. It's not easy work, this frog hunting. As Milo slept, Maggie sang a song. Quiet end of the day kind of song. You guys would have been good frog hunters.
Yeah.
Afterward, Maggie and Milo walked home, through the valley of the ferns, past the chicken coop, and all the way back up the hill. Just as the sun was setting, they heard the most marvelous music. Side by side, they sat on the edge of the world, just listening to the frogs say goodnight. When the last note faded, Maggie said, Milo, that was the very best day. I cannot wait for our next adventure. And there's the story of Maggie and Milo.
Good.
Oh, it's a good one, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
good.
She didn't figure out a girl's Q name. We did. She never got that far. She didn't figure that one out. Okay, friends at home, here's what you guys are going to be working on today. It'll be just a minute, Chris. If you have chalk and you want to head outside with some chalk, what we will be doing is we will be practicing all the letters of the alphabet, all the letters we know. We are going to practice writing. So if you want to go practice your letters with chalk outside, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing our letters out there. So I would suggest if you could do that too, that would be great. Your other activity that you have today is this. You have a little piece of paper that looks like this. Are you okay, Miss Chris?
Yep.
And it looks like a little jar. So you're going to be doing a little craft today. where you get to take your, let's see, I'm gonna do this one and this one. Okay, so if you have markers, all of you guys should have markers at home. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take washable markers, okay? And you're going to color a little part of your finger, just like this. And then on the jar, you are going to push your finger down and it should come back for you. I am going to do it again because I would like to make, I'm going to try to make a caterpillar. And a caterpillar is just made out of circles, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that and then I'm going to do that. Okay? You can, another one that you could do, you can do this with any colored markers. You color your little finger with washable markers, color your finger, and you make dots in your jar, and you're going to turn them into insects. You're going to turn them into bugs, and then this is going to be your little bug jar, okay? Friends in school, we're going to do this, but we're not going to do it today. We have another day planned for this, okay? You could also, if you have, I'm thinking like if you could do like your thumb, and you do color just the tip part of your thumb like this. And you push it down, and then you do your thumb again, and you push it down there, like that. So I have two big kind of spots, right, like that. You're gonna do that all over your jar, and then when all the markers dry, you can take it and you can add to it to make a caterpillar. So like I could have my little antennas come out, and then I could add my little feet to my caterpillar, and then I could turn this into a little butterfly like that, okay? You can do red, you can make ladybugs with red, and then you can do like the little dots. You can do caterpillars, you could do spiders if you did it in black. You could do like little spider legs, and you can have all your little insects right inside your jar. So that's what you're gonna be working on today. That's your activity today. And then if you've got chalk, you can head outside and practice your letters with chalk. All right, that's it. That's all we have for you. So you can go do that. Send us pictures if you want of your outside chalk work and your bug jar. We would love to see it, okay? Have a good weekend. Bye. Bye.